Hi Gemini, this is your February love reading, and Gemini, this February love is shifting. So we're gonna go ahead and jump in because this reading is for anyone feeling change, requiring clarity, or looking for emotional movement within their love life. We're looking specifically at feelings, intentions, and what's unfolding in love this month. So please take what resonates, trust your intuition, and allow this message to find you. And as we know, February's love energy is teaching you something important about your heart, so trust what's coming for you. Okay, so I've already pre-shuffled these for you, and we're just looking for 5 cards to pull out. We're going to be focusing basically on your heart right now, any shifts that are happening within love, the feeling beneath the surface of how you really feel about a certain connection, and any intentions at play. And then lastly, we'll see where February's lessons for your heart are. What are they teaching you? Okay, so far we have 2 cards here. 3, thank you. We just need 2 more cards here. Just 2 more cards for the sign of Gemini for their love. We actually got that card when I was pre-shuffling, so it's interesting to see it pop out again. And we just need 1 more card. Just 1 more card here, please. Perfect, thank you. Okay. Oh, actually, we've had plenty of cards. So we'll take these 2 together. Okay, Gemini, so let's jump in right now. So where is your heart at right now, right? What is your current state when it's dealing with your emotional and in love? And we got the reverse of the moon. And with the reverse of the moon, it's telling you that you have repressed energy, right? That you're fearing something and you need to let that go. Are you fearing to being hurt again? Have you been hurt in the past when it came to a relationship and this is why you're kind of resisting? Or is there a confusion that is occurring right now? Kind of like, are you in a situationship? Is that what is happening? Or are you talking to someone and you are receiving mixed signals and this is why it's leaving you to feel like you're in the dark and not knowing where things are going? We will find out soon. Okay, so for the next thing, we want to look at like what's the energy that's changing or moving in your love life this month, right? And we got 2 cards here. We have the Death card and we have the Page of Cups. And the Death card is all about like ending a cycle and rebirthing a new version of yourself, right? So you are releasing old love patterns that you've had or you've been holding on to, and you are allowing yourself to create a new version of yourself, a version that's a little bit more open when it comes to love. You were in a old cycle that felt like you were shackled down in your beliefs with when it came with love. I want to say that you've been even like been trampled on previous relationships, and this is why you have been fearing to reopen again. But you are opening yourself. I think that's where the shift is that you are allowing yourself. You're taking that risk, and to end that old way of thinking, and you are ready to allow love to come in. And if you were in a previous relationship, that's the same message. I think that you have ended that relationship and you've closed that cycle, and now that you're still open and ready to be in a new one. And we also got the Page of Cups, right? And we put it side by side. The Page of Cups is about new opportunities, right? About like new messages, new creativeness, a happy surprise, even a new lover. So if we've literally take these pictures for what they are, this is the old version of yourself. You're walking away. And as you're walking away, someone's meeting you. So I do see that there is a potential for a relationship here for some. For others, this could just mean that you are no longer in that mindset, so you're allowing new opportunities to flow for you and only you. And that's what the Page of Cups is also referencing to me. That you're trusting this new youthful way of thinking, and that you are ready to tackle on anything that comes your way. And if we look at how you are really feeling beneath the surface, you got the Magician, and the Magician is an individual who has all the tools and the the skill sets. Sorry, I said school. The skill sets that you need in order to make anything happen. Right? You're able to manifest. That you have power. And this is really something powerful to know that you have and to acknowledge, especially if you're coming out of fear. But that's exactly the reason why you're able to really just continue to plow through and move forward, right? Because you know that you create your own reality. And what you're really avoiding here, because there's definitely a lot of intentions at play here, that certain people want to come into your life and have disagreements with you. Maybe this is, if you are in that past relationship, this is probably the disagreements that are trying to follow you through. But you're not about that. You're about avoiding the conflict, and that's what's showing here, that you're not gonna allow disagreements or other opinions destroy what you've created for yourself. And for February's, in regards to love, February's teaching you that although you feel like you are confused and you have clouded judgment, that you can always lead with your heart, because you have a true heart. You're an individual who's passionate and empathetic, and right now you're not leading with your mind, you're leading with your heart. Gemini, I hope that resonated with you, and that this message that we received makes sense to you in one way. I think I want to pull out an oracle card in your general reading as well. I kind of felt like that I wasn't really receiving the messages correct, because to me they didn't make sense to me. But at most, the messages don't need to make sense for me. They're your messages, so you will know exactly what I am being guided to say. But I want to pull an oracle card from the Moonology, just to see at bay what emotions we're really working with, and what we're being guided to bring to your attention. And again, these cards are new, so they kind of stick a little bit. So I will shuffle one more time, and if I'm not able to, I'll just pull one card for you if nothing pops up. Okay. Well, there's two in my hand, so we'll read both of these. In the energy for love for February, where your heart is telling you is that communication is key. Because you're fearing something. And you need to really communicate with yourself and ask yourself the bigger question of what do you need to release? Because we already know that you're not allowing yourself to lead with your mind because you're confused in that sense. So you're leading with your heart. And that's where you're able to manifest this new probability that's coming into your life. And you're avoiding conflict at any cost at the moment because you don't have the bandwidth mentally to deal with it. And even the reversal moon card, not only is that like fear that needs to be released, but it's also inner confusion. I believe that the next step for you is if you're really up for being in a relationship, you really need to have communication with whoever this individual is coming in and allow them to really understand and know where your mind is currently, right? But it's also reminding you that you should be releasing all this energy and this fear and this confusion that you have before you are allowed or presented with either a new relationship or new possibilities. That you still have to do the work because you can manifest it. You're already leading with your heart, so now you just need to find a balance and lead with your mind as well. Okay, Gemini, well, this is your love reading for February. As I said before, thank you so much for being here. I hope this message resonated with you. And if you feel compelled and enjoyed the reading, please consider liking and subscribing, as that really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't done so already, please make sure to look at your general reading, which is probably where you should start next if you haven't seen it, and that'll be here in this top corner. All right, Gemini, I hope February is pleasant and soft. A little bit more soft and compassion. That February brings you a little bit more softness and compassion to yourself is what I want to say. Look, even I'm channeling the mind of being somewhat confused here with your energy. All right, Gemini, that is all. Take care.